Hi friends, welcome back or welcome if it's your first time here. Today we're doing another really exciting video. I feel like recently, well, I don't even feel like it, this has been the case recently. I've been testing so much new makeup because I did loads of hauls and stuff. So I've been trying so much new makeup and today is no different. Today we have a full face of brand new cheap makeup. I got Essence, I got Wet n Wild, I've got Collection, I've got Sunkissed, and I've got Huda Beauty. And now you might be thinking like, why is that in this video? Because that's not affordable. I got it at TK Maxx. I was gonna say TJ Maxx, but that's the American version. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. So if this is your first time here, I have done loads of these videos recently, so you should subscribe because I've definitely got more on the way still. And also you can check all of those other videos out. I've tested so much new makeup recently. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and comment and subscribe, and let's go. Okay, so I brought you in close so you can see my face up close. First I have a lip balm. This one is so cute. I'll have the prices on screen like I always do, but this is the Essence, what's this called, Hardcore Fruity Lip Balm with 10% sweet almond oil, and mine is like the strawberry version. It's called sweet strawberry. So yeah, we've got this. It's meant to be like, the heart bit is meant to be like the lip balm and then the rest of it is meant to be a colour, I think. I wonder if it's called Heartcore just because it has a core of heart, or if it's like hardcore. Is it like a play on words? I'm really not sure. But this is my first time ever trying this. It did definitely give me a bit of colour, I think. But it feels nice. Some of these style of things can feel really like waxy. But it definitely does feel waxy, but it feels okay. Like I definitely prefer my lip oil kind of thing because it just feels a bit more like thicker and more nourishing, whereas this, it's always really difficult to get enough product on your lips to actually feel like they're being nourished. But it smells nice, and yeah. Okay, now eyes. So I'm gonna prep my eyes with some concealer. I'm not gonna do any eyebrow stuff yet. I'm gonna do that later, which is weird because I normally do my eyebrows first. But today we're going in with this palette from Huda Beauty. This is the neon, I think it's called like the Orange Obsessions or something. But yeah, we're using this today. I got this at TK Maxx for like $6.99 and it looks like this. It looks stunning. I have no idea what kind of colours we're gonna use today. Like, I really don't know. I'm gonna prime my eyes quickly and I'm just gonna use the last little bit of this because literally after I do this, I think I can throw this in my empties box. There's kind of really three colorways you can go in this. You can go pink, orange, or yellow. But I'm gonna go in with this one because I feel like this is the one I can use to transition the best. Although I'm not really sure if any of them are like transitional really. And again, I'm just using one of the brushes from Shein.
And he ends up like trying to help the people out, try to find a time gate so they can go back to their period of time or something.
Your people.
Yeah, he's like being all nice, trying to help. So we go to this factory.
That shade blended okay, honestly not as good as I expected from a Huda Beauty palette. But then, ooh, there's a little peely thing. I normally don't tend to take these off because normally they don't make it easy, but that one was nice. Okay, then I'm going to take the same brush. I'm just going to wipe it off on my pyjama bottoms. And I'm going to take this pink. I think I'm going to go in a pink direction. That looks so pigmented. But yeah, I think I'm going to do a pink direction to match my t-shirt a little bit better. Oh, that's got some nice pigment to it. Just running this through the crease. And I mentioned in, I think it was my haul video, but I had a dupe of this palette before without even knowing it was a dupe. I had an old palette from Shein that had like glitters in it, but it had this exact same color story, but the shimmers were like glitters, like little heart and moon glitters, and I loved it. It was so cute. I decluttered it like probably like last year, but I had no idea that it was a dupe of anything, and then I saw this in TK Maxx and I was like, oh my god, I had a dupe this whole time. But it wasn't like very good quality. This is like way more pigmented. Like this is like neon. I'm going back into, I'm gonna mix these two now to sort of like blend that out. They look so pigmented, it's crazy. And with a shade like this, with a palette like this, I would probably normally just pick one color and just put it like all over my lid. as like a pop of neon moment. I did that the other day with like a peach shade that I had. So yeah, that's probably what I would use this for. Not like creating a whole cohesive look like I'm doing today, but I really just want to see what you can do with it. And I'm going to take this one, which looks, is it purple? Is it pink? I can't even tell. Oh, it's pink. Is it pink? Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness. That's genuinely insane pigment. So obviously with TK Maxx, it depends what's in your local TK Maxx to see if you can get a hold of this palette. But apparently they are online now. So I think you can get more stuff online, just like delivered to your house. So you don't have to go like rummaging. I've used quite a lot of the shades actually already. So now I'm going to do some shimmer, obviously, because I need to try it. Okay, so I'm taking this brush from my Beauty Bay set. This is the one that says Shade Out. And I think I'm going to start with the pink on the outermost part and then fade into, I think, maybe the yellow. Yeah, it's not really picking up with the brush. It's like putting down a couple little sparkles, but nothing really. So I'm going to spray this and see how this goes. I really don't want to have to use my finger with this because I want to try and keep it a bit more detailed, but let's see. Is that helping? They're just, it's very flaky. It does look very pretty though, like it's meshed in with that pink really nicely and it looks quite sparkly, but it's not really like it's not a lot of pow. I'm gonna go in, I think, with that yellow. And again, I'm just gonna try it dry. It's kind of like a yellow green, like a neon yellow green. Let's, ooh. Okay, it has some pigment to it. I think I'm gonna have to try it on my finger. I really don't want to. It feels quite dry. Yeah, see, like it gives so much more like payoff when it's on your finger. That's a really cool color. I like that. Anyway, now we can move on to the skin. I'm going to start with a primer. So I have this one from Essence. This is the Catching Clouds Cloud Touch Mousse Primer. So this is meant to blur pores. I'm guessing this is kind of like a poreless putty kind of primer. It comes in like a glass little thing, which is good. And then the consistency is kind of like balmy. It's very difficult to get out. But I'm going to put this only on one side of my face, which I'm choosing to be my right, which will be your left. It feels like silicone, like it feels like a very silicone primer. It feels like really, like it has that sort of slip to it that you get with sort of like the really cheap silicone primers. It definitely looks like it's blurring my pores, I think. I just bring you back in. Like right down my chin, you can distinctively see a difference. Like this side has a way less shine. But for foundation, I'm going to be trying the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator from the Bare Focus line. Everyone was raving on this. I think it started with Tati. It's meant to be lightweight, non-greasy, and it's meant to be sheer to medium coverage. I don't think I've got the right shade. I think I needed the fair shade. This is the light shade. So it sounds really liquidy. And obviously it comes in one of these squeezy things that everything seems to come in nowadays. And I'm going to use my favourite brush from Shein. This is like a brush I've been using for foundation. And just taking a really small amount. And I'm going to start on the side without primer. And it's so orange. Even for like a light shade, like that doesn't look right to me. And I've got like, I have rosacea, so this is why my cheeks are all like patchy looking here. And I also have like some acne scarring like right here on my cheek, so we can see how this covers. I honestly don't tend to mind too much if like freckles or scarring or whatever comes through. Like it really doesn't bother me too much. The only thing is that I like to have like an even base. So it annoys me when my my redness comes through and things sort of like just look patchy. That's the only thing I don't really love. I'm onto my third squeeze. The main reason I don't like these squeezy tubes is because you can never tell how much you're getting out. Am I using one pump? Am I using two pumps? I don't know. And then I can't do the same amount next time because I have no idea how much I've used. But now that I've got that mainly blended in with that, I'm just going to go over with my Eco Tools sponge and just run over this. And I would definitely say that it's like light coverage. Like it did seem to even me out pretty well, but you can still see like my scarring, some rosacea, more scars down here. So it's definitely sort of like a light coverage. And I did build it a little bit on this side, and I would say it is buildable, but I'm not sure that you'd be able to build it all the way up to medium. But regardless, it looks nice. It has a very skin-like finish. Like it has a luminosity to it, but not too much. Okay, this is my skin. Remember, this is the primer side. This has no primer on it. I want you guys to let me know if you see a difference, like throughout this video. Do you see like a difference between like my pores, between like either side of my face? Like, is it noticeable? I would really like to know. I would say that this side looks a bit more like soft focus. This side I can see my pores a little bit better, I guess. But I mean, we'll see. It doesn't feel greasy on my skin. It feels like maybe the tiniest bit tacky, but it honestly feels really nice. And I'm also going to throw on my Collection Last Imperfection Hydrating Serum Concealer. This one is in the shade, what shade are you in, mate? Porcelain. So this is definitely going to lighten me up a little bit. Okay, we're not going to use a cream bronzer today because we actually have a powder one, and I want to see like the true colour and finish of it without anything else like interfering with it. But we do have a cream blush that I'm really excited to try. So this is from Essence. This is from their new Everlasting Blooms collection, and this is a lip and cheek stick in the shade Live Life in Full Bloom. So it's like this really, really pretty like pink shade. I feel like it's very like hot, and now everyone's sort of like into this like really light pink, like fresh faced kind of look. So I'm just gonna put this on my cheek. And this stick kind of format really reminds me of what's it called, the Collection sticks. Just gonna use this random brush, I think, to blend this in. But yeah, the Collection have some sticks like this. They have some blush ones, but they have a contour one and a highlight one, which I really like, and they kind of look exactly the same as this. Ooh, that looks pretty. It's like very luminous and very light pink. Like, kind of think of like Kylie blush, or what people think of when they think of Kylie Jenner. Ooh, that's really pretty. It's definitely very, very light and luminous, but it's really pretty. I'm going to set my face down quickly. I'm going to use my Sun-Kissed Fast Fix powder, and then we can move on to the rest of the face. Okay, face is set down. It looks pretty good, honestly, for having like a skin tint on. Like, I do think it still looks like fairly light in coverage, but it definitely looks like natural and pretty. The color is definitely still off. Like, my chest here is so pale and this is so orange, but I think it looks pretty so far. So I have a kind of weird product here, and I'm not really sure what to do with it. Like, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to use it for. This is the Essence. It's brand new. This is the Kissed by the Light Illuminating Powder. It just says that it's a multi-use illuminating powder, and I really don't know if I use this for my face, if I use it for a highlight. Like, I don't know. It has different strips in here of, you've got like highlighter, blush and bronzer. So it's all them into one. I'm really unsure what to do. I think I'm going to take a somewhat sort of like detail brush and maybe like dip into the highlighter and pop some of that on my cheeks, and then maybe test the rest of it like as a topper over like my blush and bronzer. But I'm very unsure what to do with this. But I'm just going to take a little brush and go into that highlight. The highlight looks like a really pretty colour. And I tend to like Essence highlights. Sometimes they can be really blinding, sometimes they can be more natural. This one looks like it's a bit more of a natural one. I have like this brush here. I'm just gonna, I think, swirl some of this together, like all of it, and then maybe try it on like the perimeters of my cheeks, like on my forehead maybe. I don't really want shimmer on my forehead, but what do you do? So yeah, Essence has way better highlighters. That one's a no from me. But we do have a new bronzer, which I'm very excited. This is, well, that wasn't even a sentence, which I'm very excited to try. This is the Sunkissed Radiant Bronze Highlight Duo. So it looks like this. It's like a huge pan. I really hate these styles of pans. Sunkissed bronzers always come like this, and like it kind of annoys me. But typically I really love the Sunkissed formula, or just anything that Sunkissed makes I tend to really like. So I am expecting to like this. I actually have like a marbled bronzer of theirs that I use quite a lot. So I'm expecting to like this one. I'm just going to take some directly in here. I feel like this is going to be a nice colour. I need to warm my face up a little. I don't think I'm loving it. I feel like the tone is maybe off. Like maybe it's not warm enough. I'm not sure, but I do feel like something is missing on my face, and I'm not liking like the texture of it or the way that it's looking. Like it's just gripping weirdly. I've kind of got like a patch here where makeup has like come off. I have no idea why. It's like very like textured and kind of like dusty. Maybe setting spray will fix it, but I'm really not loving the base so far. I kind of want to add on more blush because I just feel like I've lost it all, but I don't really want to put this over the top, but I'm gonna just pop some, I think, on this brush that I was using before. I think I'm just gonna pop some over the top and see how this works. Now normally a lot of creams and stuff won't work over the top of powders. It just sort of disrupts what's underneath. But let's see. Oh yeah, that's working. It doesn't seem to be disrupting what's underneath too much actually. If anything, it kind of seems to be helping the texture a little bit, especially like of that highlighter. It seems to just be dulling it a bit. Oh, I like that. Now we're trying out a new brow gel. This is from Wet n Wild. This is their Browsessive Brow Shaping Gel. I got mine in the shade brown. I feel like there was two shades, like maybe blonde and brown. So I got brown. This is what it looks like. It's like a little spoolie. Yeah, I'm just gonna try this out. It's been quite a while since I actually used a tinted brow gel. I have that one from 17, but I like never use it because the tint is just too strong. Kind of like makes my brows look blocky. Whereas this actually looks like it might be okay. It looks like a pretty deep brown, so if you had light brown hair, I do not think that this would be the brown for you, because I feel like it's pretty deep in colour. It's actually looking pretty nice. Like this is a brow without it, and this is a brow with it. I feel like it still looks natural. It looks thicker, it looks more filled in. Like it actually looks pretty good. Like I quite like that. I definitely use it on top of something. So like I'd probably stick my eyebrows down how I like them, and then maybe go in with a little bit of pencil and then this to top it off. But yeah, like honestly the difference is wild. So we're gonna go back into the Neon Huda Beauty palette, and I think I want to take this shade. I haven't taken it yet. I feel like this one and the yellow are like the only shades I actually haven't used yet. So I think that's what I want to use. Kind of looks like a neon kind of like peach red. I don't know. I'm taking this neon pink again that we had out here. I'm just going to try and blend this together. It doesn't want to blend like out here. I guess where I put concealer and set it, it like just does not want to merge, which is a bit annoying. Back in with the orange mixture. Okay, so I'm going to try and mimic what I did on the top with the shimmers. So I'm just going to take a really small brush into that pink, and I'm going to spray it. I really messed up on the bottom here. I didn't think about it. I just went in without thinking and it didn't go well. I'm going to take this pink and try and match it underneath. Okay, and then in with the yellow. So I'm going to just go back into that Essence Kissed by the Light and just take in that highlight. I'm gonna wet it and just whack this. Okay, that got so much more intense when I wet it. Okay, now I'm just gonna set my face with a little bit of setting spray. I'm gonna use the Flower Beauty one. I'm gonna do some faux freckles, maybe pop on some mascara. I'll come back and we'll do the lips together. Or should I do that now quickly? Let's actually do that now quickly because I'm just gonna pop this on my lips because it says it's for lip and cheek. So let's see. I'm just gonna take a bit on my finger. It looks okay, I guess. I feel like this has like radiance in it to give it like a dewy finish on the cheek. I'm not sure if I love the way that looks on the lips. It is just like a very light pink though, which is, I guess, cute if you want that. But I definitely prefer it for the cheeks, I think. So now I'm gonna go pop on some fake freckles, sort out my lashes, and I'll be back to show you the finished look. Okay guys, this is my final look. So after having a really up close look at it, I honestly don't know which side looks better. I feel like it looks kind of even. Like maybe there's like a couple more pores like right here, but it's one of those ones where like it looks okay and it'll do, and like it looks okay from a distance, but the closer you get, the kind of more you can see like the texture and kind of like just dustiness, and like not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. Like it looks pretty good from a distance, or even sort of like moderately close. I really like it. I ended up adding a wing. I wasn't actually gonna add a wing. I just wanted to do a black line, and then I accidentally like got a dot, so it was just game over and I had to do a wing. I don't mind the wing. I feel like it makes it kind of like cute. I kind of liked it before. I like it now. I don't really know. I added a little bit of the lip balm over top of the lips. That's like all I did, and it's kind of like an actually really kind of cute color, like the cream blush and the lipstick. I feel like the lip balm, I feel like it's a really cute color. But yeah, me and Cam are gonna go have some food now. We'll probably walk the dogs. Well, not probably, we will walk the dogs later, and then yeah, I'll show you how this looks at the end of the day. Currently it is 5 to 10, so I'll see you in a bit. Another end of day, another oversized slouchy boys t-shirt. Okay, so it's been roughly like 7-ish hours. It's now almost 3 a.m. and I started putting all my makeup on at just before 8. So it's not the longest wear test, but it's still pretty good. I took the dogs for a walk, a pretty good walk. I did chores. I ate pizza. I don't know what else I did. Yeah, yep. So this is how my makeup is looking. So I just reapplied the lip balm, like literally just before I turned the camera on because my lips were so dry. But this is how all of my makeup is looking. Remember that this side was the side that I had that primer on. This side was the side without primer. So I actually haven't looked up close yet. So you guys are seeing it first, but this is what my skin looks like. So if I look up close, honestly both sides seem pretty even. I have sort of a very similar amount of wear, like right here, some like sunken in bits right here. It looks pretty good around this area, which I tend to have some issues with. This side maybe looks a little bit smoother. Yeah, I will say that I think the primer side maybe looks a little bit smoother, but honestly it's not like a big difference at all. You can still see the blush. The lip colour thing pretty much wore off straight away, and the only part of my eye makeup that actually kind of messed up was like my eyeliner, and I've got some mascara from where my eyes have been watering. But everything else still looks really, really vibrant. And I've still got glitter on there, I've still got shimmer. My eyebrows completely dropped. Like I can move these wherever, so that eyebrow gel kind of isn't it. But in terms of the actual base, I quite like it. I quite like the primer. I like the tinted hydrator. The concealer's nice. The blush was nice. The bronzer was okay. Everything today was just sort of like middling, I would say. There's nothing that was really like that wow factor. Good girl. I would say that the eyeshadow was pretty impressive. But kind of other than that, I feel like everything was just like sort of okay. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for hanging out with me today. And yeah.